Your opinion on race relations with neighboring non-Native communities. What do you plan on doing to foster them to move the conversation forward? What is your opinion on race relations with neighboring non-Native communities? What do you plan on doing to foster them to move the conversation forward?
Okay, Cindy Madigan here, and as far as race relations with non-Indian communities, I am aware of the Civil Liberties Union in Bemidji. We need to strengthen our relationships. We need to be very assertive about who we are and help educate people, outer communities about who we are if necessary. There's several different ways that we can do this.
What do you plan on doing to foster them to move the conversation forward?
Well, we as a tribe would be proactive and initiate conversations with outside entities. We have to take responsibility for ourselves, and so that we can move forward in a proactive way. And that means building relationships with outside, organizations, outside governments. Thank you.
Can you repeat the question?
What is your opinion on race relations with neighboring non-Native communities? What do you plan on doing to foster them to move the conversation forward?
My opinion on the relationship with outside communities. Outside communities, I think, look down on us. They look down on the reservation. As you can tell, our jobs are not there for our people. How to strengthen that? I think to show them that we don't need them, they need us. We have 3 major reservations for Bemidji. If we got together, we could be an economic powerhouse and we could control what happens in Bemidji. That's how you strengthen that. You show them that they need us more than we need them. Other ways is getting out there and educating, showing them our heritage, showing them why we do things the way we do them. But it doesn't help that we fight amongst ourselves and they see that and laugh at that. And that's why they do not take us seriously, because we can't even take our own tribal council and seriously, the way we fight amongst each other.
Our next question will go to number 1 and 6. What specifically would you do to empower the local Indian councils?
I would give them assignments, give them time restraints, delegate their communities and let them be the voice of their community, because I'm not going to be able to be at every day out in that community, out in Lonigan. I'm not going to be able to be out there. I'm going to have to listen to them and their needs and their wants and their disparities that they have. I plan to be listening. I plan to be there for people. I know how it is to be poor. I know how it is to be wanting something abroad, walking down the road. I've seen it. I was a single parent, and I know how it is to struggle and see, just to eat for a day or two. I've seen the worst that you could think of in today's society. So I will be there constantly, and I'll leave my phone number there for 24/7 use. Thank you.
My name is Skip Lyons. Actually, all the local Indian councils together, they take the secretary treasurer and the chairman of these councils. When you put 13 councils together, they make up the general council. And by referendum vote, by the people of Leech Lake, by the Leech Lake constituents, these people could make up the legislative body that actually control our RTC system. And initially, before we got this RTC system, this was our governing body was the local Indian councils, which made up the general council. All the local Indian councils from 6 reservations, they made up the grand council. Most people don't understand that concept of government. Okay, thanks.
What would you throw your support to another, or would you throw your support to another candidate if you lost in the primary?
My name is Prescott. Absolutely, that's what we're all supposed to do, is support a stronger candidate. If I'm not fortunate enough to progress, absolutely, I would encourage my family to seek more knowledge from the candidates to be able to make a better judgment decision.
Robbie Budger, Senior Indigent, what was the question?
Would you throw your support to another candidate if you lost in the primary?
Yes, definitely. I would have to sit down with the 2 people that made it through the primary and listen to their stance on all the views and issues, and I wouldn't just make up my mind on just me talking with them. I'd have to confer with my family and friends and other people to see which one of the individuals we'd get behind. But yeah, definitely, I would support whoever I felt would be to do the best job for the people of Leech Lake, Genie Butcher.
Our next question will go to number 4 and 7. How much have you spent on your campaign and who are your financial backers?
How much have I spent? Oh, Mike Reyes. I wouldn't spend anything. I look at it this way: if the people in the community don't know you and you have to go out there and put your name out there for them to know you, you shouldn't be running. People should know you in the community. You can ask a friend. You might not know you personally, but if they ask a friend and say, oh yeah, this guy does this guy does this, then you should be running. You shouldn't have to go out there and put your name out there. Yeah, there might be some communities that people don't know you. But when you're running for a certain district, everybody should know you in that community some way. If you haven't did nothing in those communities, you shouldn't run. And that's a thing I have a problem with, is putting signs up. Is, if people don't know me, why should I be running? I know a lot of people I work with as youth. I've been working with them for 10 years, even longer than that. I'm only 28, but I've been working a little bit longer than that. And a lot of them they know me. I think going out in the community and being involved before you're elected, that's what you should do.
Second part of the question, please.
How much have you spent on your campaign and who are your financial backers?
Roughly spent under $2,000. Financially, I am backed by no one. When I'm running low on funds, we've had a fundraiser and I'll continue to do so. I'm not looking to get any financial support from any individuals. I'm not looking to have to owe political favors. That's not why I'm in this race.
Our next question will go to number 2 and 6. If elected, will you go on record here to share with the people the credit card charges of each RTC member? How would you address resistance from RTC members?
Cindy Madigan. And once again, I think that question speaks to leadership and open and honest government. I wouldn't have a problem sharing that information. I can't speak for the other council members, but I would certainly encourage it. Thank you.
My name is Dick Ryan, and I think this is supposed to be public record anyway.
What is your opinion on protecting the wild rice against sulfur mining, and what do you plan on doing about it?
My name is John Johnson. Protecting wild rice, I would put a restriction order on people evading our rice and people continuously abusing it. I would put a lot of restrictions and fines on people that abuse it and mining for our minerals. Strict laws where we can abolish them from the state of Minnesota on working and dealing with these people that are doing it unlawfully. And I would involve our tribal police to protect our resources to that extent that we will have to have a confrontation with these people. And then I bring it to legislation in the state of Minnesota all the way up to the federal government and lobby for protection, state and federal, that we are, and these are our resources and we have the right to protect it under any jurisdiction and laws.
Leroy Fairbanks. I would agree with John. I would say though that myself I'm a little uninformed about what that sulfur mining is. I don't know that process very well, but I would say that I know wild rice is one of our resources that we have. We've always had, and it's a resource for us. And so if there's a threat to impose on that resource, I would do anything and everything possible to make sure that, to protect that, protect our rights, protect the rights of our people for that, so at any means possible, which